wasting my money.
It's not Christmas lights, it's just like fairy lights. It looks good though, it looks good. I'm not gonna lie.
I heard they're doing
alright.
up like West. They're putting the lights up earlier this year to try and kickstart
The Christmas spending and all of that.
Yeah.
It's a techie one this year still.
Anything to get the economy booming, eh?
Trust me.
Yeah, I don't know.
You lot said rolled on like 2021 or whatever. I'm thinking all 2022, fam.
That's
Yeah.
I think that's quite realistic. I'm not
You
even
said
gonna lie.
what, till we get back to normal.
Hey, you know.
Why am so sad saying
Because he's ready a whole another year already. Mike's in the...
No, you know Mike in his time zones. Mike's patterned with the time. I think you're actually right.
It's
For
mad.
once.
At least halfway through.
For what?
That's the whole
2021.
talk. To be honest,
By January, do you see things or
to be honest, for the
No.
pockets is good.
Yeah,
For the
more of
pockets, I'm cool, but
Cause
I think
what?
my sanity is weaning a little bit. I
Yeah,
think.
but fam.
Yeah, I'm starting to crack a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Low key.
I thought you
starting
said
to
the other day that you're kind of getting sick of home.
Yeah.
Bro.
So you're approaching where I
Yeah,
am.
bro. Like,
It's
We saying you've been that, fam.
I've been sick of home for a while. Obviously, it's just getting out of my bed, going next door to the same room every day for 12 hours. Sometimes I'm working.
do you know? I think if I had like a separate work room or workspace, I think I wouldn't mind that too much because then I can make it replicate an office, obviously. But whereas mine's in my room, when I turn around, my bed's just staring at me.
you're saying it's like jail, like,
like
minus the toilet.
Yeah, my TV's there, and I'm just like, yeah, man, let's do this stuff and forget about sending these emails.
Yeah, I think. Well, you would have heard us say it on the podcast. Would have been remote them times, but I was like, I think Dan was a big. I think we all kind of were to some degree. Yep, start a new this, start a new that, upskill this and that. A lot of men started running, exercising from home, Peloton workouts, all of that.
Yeah.
I don't have that feeling anymore,
Now
man.
my body's
Yeah.
soft.
You're not like.
I'm not. Yeah, I think part of it is the weather. I think that's a major part. But as you or Les and Sharif were saying, I'm just like,
You just had enough.
just the routine.
It's become normal now, isn't it? So now we need
It's somewhat normal. Like, yeah, the novelty's worn off, I
yeah,
guess.
now we need to change.
But I'm just like, get yard. What?
Before
Like-
it might be like refreshing a bit, innit? It was different.
Because I guess for me it's a bit different because I'm still out. You lot are working from home. I'm not working.
Yeah.
I'm just bored of work, maybe. But I say to myself, blood, how is this any different from the life you've really been living?
No, the difference is you take breaks, you go abroad, you see new things.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. It's
Experiences.
just
For
it's
me,
the choice. I
it's
think
like,
that's
There's
been
no
the
real
rule.
getaway.
you can't plan anything.
No, yeah, it's hard
You can't
to.
say, boom, 2 weeks, let's go do this, because on Tuesday they might
you
go
can't
to the
turn
road
around.
and your plans are fucked.
And you're a man that's like that. You see, like, you don't do it with Christmas, thank fuck, because you do my head in. Or you'll be like, 2 weeks to a holiday, 2 months to a
I'll be
holiday.
like, cool, we ain't gone brunch or something like that for a time.
Yeah.
What are you lot saying?
You often like, I don't know, look forward to like, you got like almost milestones. Like, boom, we got 6 months till Vegas,
Yeah, there's
blah,
there's
blah, blah.
nothing to look
And there's
forward to.
usually something on the horizon.
There's
And I
nothing
think
to
that's
look forward
starting to do my head
Like
in a bit.
weekends are coming out, it's like, it's Friday, it's like,
You might as well go
Alright.
to
Yeah.
Every other week, like, it's like,
I might
just got-
actually work this
Just
week.
got a trim so I can sit at yard.
Yeah.
Just gonna tell the man that we've got a trim. Like.
For house parties.
cold in
like.
the yard.
But you know what though? This time round, I don't think we, as a society, are treating coronavirus with the same seriousness.
We're not.
So in terms of like your reference to like Peloton and home workouts, I think that's part of the reason. Like people are still saying like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to a restaurant with five man.
I think you're certainly right there. Like, it's a weird thing about choice, isn't it? When we was on lockdown, we had very little choice. So ideas start popping up. I'm gonna do this with the time, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
We still have the choice now. So it's like, well, with the choice to do some things, not everything. But it's like there's less motivation to create something new.
They say Monday is where it's looking to all change.
Yes.
And they might.
This Monday.
Yeah.
Some
So
restaurant
I know
closures,
definitely in, I think, the north, east,
Yeah.
northwest.
Yeah.
I was working later, so I was working on these
They're gonna
records.
probably look to close restaurants maybe at about
Yeah, the
6
northwest
o'clock or something,
is
or
like
even
peak
close them,
at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, if we go into another lockdown, I swear to God, I actually don't know what I'm gonna do.
So, yeah.
I'm on it though. I'm not on this half thing.
Same.
Yes,
Same.
I think that's it as well for me. I prefer just lock me up kind of thing. Let me just do my sentence.
Because at least
and
now you
get
can
back out.
kind of get out. When they lock it down, you can't go anywhere.
And I also think that with this half-hearted approach, it goes on for longer. Because the thing is still, bro. This I've said this so many times,
Lock it up,
but we locked up basically everything. The thing went on for 6 months. Well,
Call it 4.
March to July, innit? July the 4th was when shops still opened back up. So call it a strong 4 months.
Yeah.
Bro, this is going to be like 6-7 months the rate we're going at because no one ain't changing nothing.
Yeah. The half measure doesn't work. Like
It doesn't
it
work.
just it's in some ways it's counterproductive. Like you got people, for example, we went in a gym now. You're supposed to wear masks as you
In
walk
you lot's gym, my gym,
in pure,
not
as you
a
walk
mask
in,
inside.
as you move around the
supposed to,
spaces, you only take it off when you're on your
machine or station, yeah.
But if only half of the people are doing it, not even half,
Bro,
if only like 7 people are doing it out of 100,
It does
what's the
nothing.
point? It doesn't work. Like,
And no one said
There's
nothing.
no
Like
enforcement.
I forgot it the other day
Yeah.
when we went.
Yeah.
No one said nothing. It's only when I got in there and
Yeah.
saw you. I was like, oh yeah, shit.
But I heard one of the PTs saying to someone else, "Oh, you can wear it if you want, but you don't have to wear it. Just do what you want." So it's almost like, why have you even sent out this rule if you have
If
no
you're not
intention
gonna
of
It's covering
enforcing
their
it?
own backs, and it's covering their own backs.
Bro.
That's it.
But then you've got people leaving their yards who may potentially be a risk, thinking I can go to the gym now because they've got this new law enforced, this new rule enforced, and it's not happening. So
Yeah.
It's fucked, man. The only thing that will stop it is if they do a what do you call it?
Track and trace or something.
No. Just to fuck. Oh my god, I forgot the word.
With Jim, you talking?
No, not Jim. Actual coronavirus.
Martial law or something like that?
No.
You talking?
Vaccine.
Vaccine. What am I talking about? Yeah, vaccine.
Well, we don't know. Like, the way...
And then even with that, people are like, oh,
I ain't gonna like the first one.
Yeah, I still feel like...
3 years to test it.
I'm kind of like that, though. Like, as much as I said about I'm
Hey,
following
why
practically
is
every
everyone
rule.
turned into like
Scientists.
scientists and pharma specialists and
I don't think- I don't-
different
with
rounds
the-
of testing.
With the vaccine thing, yeah, I don't think it's... I think I'm an intellect thing. I think it's just sketchy. It's like, this thing is new, blood. No, we haven't even really figured out if the thing's airborne and what. There's so much we don't know about it. I think caution.
Not us as laymen's industry.
No, no.
But people are research. People have been
They're researching it, but they clearly don't know everything because they would have clocked the
but
vaccine
like
already.
you see, like these
No, I don't know
specialists,
what's that. Yeah.
man, and how bad or how wrong could they get it? Like
Oh, things go wrong. Things can definitely go wrong.
enough to mass produce something
What
and get it
are-
mad
yeah.
wrong.
Well, this
Like,
is the problem. This is where I think the
people think they're gonna
skepticism
start growing like a
warranted.
6.
I don't. Hopefully, people ain't gonna
Yeah.
grow an extra finger or nothing.
Yeah.
But because these things take years, generally they take years to test, and you don't know. It's like me saying, "Oh, take this. We think this is gonna work, or we've tested it on a few people. It was fine after 2 weeks, but you're gonna have to take it and then live with it for the rest of your life. After 4 weeks, who knows what happens? Like, we don't have the time. Like, you literally don't have time to see what happens.
But that's the case with quite a few drugs. Firstly,
But drugs are tested at length because of this.
They are, but there are also lots of new drugs that are introduced, and we don't know what impact it has over 50 years because we haven't had the benefit
We
of
don't.
testing it over 50 years.
Yeah,
Well,
but
also-
this is kind of... Sorry, go on.
But also with like things like this, there's a risk benefit factor that they will consider. There is a chance, you know, there is a, let's say, a 15% chance, which is high, that this could go wrong. But there's an 85% chance that you could get
Even
it very
like
right,
common
and we can save
paracetamol,
everyone's life. Like
that it has a different effect. Some people can't take it
Yeah,
because it
yeah,
makes them
yeah,
feel
yeah,
sick,
yeah.
whereas some people take it and it has zero.
So some
effect on
people, paracetamol can kill some people, doesn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, but you ever read the
Penicillin
pamphlets
and
that
stuff.
come in?
Yeah.
Just gets dashed
Yeah,
off.
fam, yeah, it just gets crumpled as you keep putting the thing back.
It was like,
Over and over.
And they must have been working on this from whenever it first came about, which is what, November or something like that.
At earliest,
It's been
yeah.
like-
November.
So that's
been
almost
like
been a
a year
year.
now,
5
yeah.
years ago.
But my thing is for the anti-vaxxers and whatnot, like when they get injured, and I said this in the group, where do they go? Like, say
So
you-
bushman.
Like, when,
Local bushman.
when they
Oh,
need
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
dentistry done and whatnot, and anesthesia or like giving birth or whatever,
It's all done at home,
you
innit?
still go to the same place,
The
you still go to the
same
same
person.
people, but you're not skeptical of the anesthesia. You're not skeptical of
I
the thing
think
to get rid of the fungus on your toe.
No, you trust it.
But then
Why are you
if
saying
it's
that? Yeah.
all a massive government plan, why wouldn't they just put
Why would they match us up with
in
better other
place?
things? Yeah.
when you're doing your daily.
I see, like, I can't speak for other skeptics, so to speak, but I can say those things have been in place for years. We've figured out that for the most part they work. I mean, even vaccines. There are reasons to believe that a lot of people think they cause autism and whatnot. But there are definitely reasons to say, fuck, this works. We all had BCG, all of that stuff. We've all had our
But
tetanus,
there's
polio,
doubts
all
with
of
those
that.
as well, but everyone's still...
There are doubts
Did it.
en masse. But with those things, you had time.
But the fear of... It depends on what... I guess there's two camps. There is the fear of something going wrong, but then there's also the camp that I'm not taking the vaccine, it's going to dumb me down. It's going to be
that man...
fluoride in it.
It's become popular like recently. I don't know why.
That has... Bro, it's the internet. That's why. Like, flat earth is...
But then you're still going to go... You break your leg.
Yeah.
You need that operation.
Get that bandage.
You're
Take
still going
this.
to that
Yeah.
doctor. Why wouldn't
You're not going to tell the surgeon, hang on, what is that? Because I saw some pics on Insta and it said that if you put this in your knee.
Do you know what? Just cut my leg off. Just cut it off.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised that.
Like, I get it to some degree.
I do, yeah.
Some of it is just stupidness. It's like, bruv, what, 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, flat earth came out of nowhere. Like, but bruv, growing up, did anybody
We've got
question...
flat earth for hair, right?
Yeah,
There he is, there he is. There he is. Did anyone question ever that, like, we all knew that Earth was round, though, but then all of a sudden...
So you say, innit?
Fuck off. Bro, I remember in Amsterdam, him and FJ, like, look out the window. I'm like, I can see a curve. Like,
Where's the curve? Anytime you want to play,
Every time.
where's the curve? Man, a dickhead.
I'll ban
bro.
it though, innit? I'll ban it.
He believes it, he believes it. But yeah, no, it's the internet, man. Fake news, isn't it? As Donald Trump was saying.
Yeah.
Fake news.
It's a crazy time. But yeah, if the vaccine comes out and man says, yeah, you can live your life and travel again, we're not saying you taking that, or Rich, you're not gonna.
It might be mandatory, man. And I'm a man that
like to
I love travel. I think that's why. I
They say
think that's another thing
you
that's.
can travel again if you take the vaccine.
I'll probably take it.
Yeah.
Probably take it, man.
Because
Because
then this thing's only getting worse at the moment anyway.
yeah.
So that's like, okay, take the vaccine and risk
or
some
what,
side effect, or risk just getting COVID.
or what it seems like the government's currently going is, bro, we're basically doing herd immunity right now. You know that, innit? If you
Low
create,
key, yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if, like, I might be, maybe there's, I haven't been tracking it properly, and you lot might have seen it, or Rich, you might know from your news perspective there. But it seems that loads of people, or a lot more people, are picking up the virus, but a lot less people are dying from it.
Yeah.
so
I'm seeing like 13,000 was contracted yesterday. But I'm not seeing any
like
numbers about deaths.
17,000.
It's a lag.
also deaths are technically up a little, but the reason that less people are dying is because the biggest group of carriers or spreaders at the moment is 18 to 24.
Okay.
So they're not high risk.
Yeah.
The problem is though, is that when you're not high risk and it doesn't mash you up, is that you spread it more.
Yeah.
So the most at risk group is 65 plus. They've had like a double in the amount of cases in the last 2 weeks. So they're growing faster than any other thing. But the most infected people are 18 to 24s.
But
So
as with before, it's like it's a lag effect in it. So yeah, the cases will be high, but if it continues at that rate, then yeah, unfortunately, I think deaths follow.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah,
we can't compare deaths to what they were in March or April or whatever. Because the criteria is different. So it's like you can't really base it off anything. You can only base it off cases really. But then because we're testing more, it's a mess, man.
Are we
It's a big
expecting
mess.
that it will be a case where you pick up the virus, it passes like the common cold or flu, and then next year around the same time?
This is the thing. These are the things where the vaccine, because you have a flu vaccine, but you have it every year.
Yeah.
Because
So
it's a different strain. It
mutates. So it's like vaccine. I don't know if it's even saving you or helping you that much anyway, to a degree. I don't know, man.
Because really, we can't live in well, we have to, but it'll be very.
We can't live like this.
To have next year, well, everyone's dying because it's a new strain, and then following year, well, everyone's dying. And then again, it's got to be, well, it needs to be tested for this vaccine, and we need X amount of time. Like it seems like a crazy.
I
guess
with the strains that it weaken.
Yes, they say that's within the virus like interest, isn't it? Because it wants to be around as much as possible, so it's better for it to be less deadly. I don't know, man. All I can say is that, as Mike says, I think we got another clean year.
Lock in.
Probably, man. And I don't like to admit that, but
Hey, there's some good deals you can get right now on holiday. I've been
looking.
But I don't know why I'm looking.
You can't go, like, there's deals are cold, but then check the government websites and them countries ain't allowing it to come in. So the deals are cold.
But like, I don't want to go away and just be like limited, man.
And you will be, yeah, of course.
That's crap.
That too, I don't like doing that, but that is probably the case. But I would rather be the classic examples, innit? Oh, you go to Jamaica and you stay in sandals. Did you even go to Jamaica? I would rather be in sandals, innit? I went sandals. I went sandals. Than in boring Britain right now. But I don't know. Bear countries ain't accepting you anyway.
Yeah.
But the deals, if you want to risk it,
Yeah.
There's
And I saw on the news.
if you're happy to quarantine, then do it too.
They said something like
That as well,
EasyJet have lost like 877 million in profit this year because
Yeah, they thought they were going to be better.
Of course.
I'm vexed. This EasyJet are apparently they're kind of struggling. I wish it was Ryanair, man.
Bro, I wish it was like
Fucking
Wizz Air
hell,
and
Ryanair.
them.
But you haven't flown with Ryanair enough. They're horrible, man.
I've taken my fair share, man.
Nah, EasyJet over Ryanair, fam. 100 all day.
Yeah.
All day.
For sure.
Fam, I bought.
Yeah.
No, it's not marginal.
it's marginal.
Honestly, God, it's not marginal.
I do know what you mean though.
I know.
I'm
Ryanair.
with Richie.
I paid priority booking
Ryanair.
with Ryanair bare times. You know what they do for priority booking?
You stand on the left.
You wait.
Yeah. You stand on
Bro,
the
when
left.
I've done it,
On the right.
maybe 2 or 3 times I've done it. Bro, you wait on the runway, like. But you're a priority.
That's nice though, bro.
But it's fucking cold out, bro. That's why I paid more to get less, like, just so I can get on the plane.
Outdoors.
Nah.
Don't they have
I want them to crash
a shit
still.
policy about their luggage as well?
Oh, they're jokers.
Yes.
They're jokers.
Yes.
I'm telling you, Ryanair's a
They're jokers. They got the extra little
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
They're dickheads, man. I swear they chiefed up one of the man that was coming back from Barca.
There's no thing in front of you, though, isn't it?
saw
No pouch
something.
thing.
No, it's that. They chiefed up 90 still. Now you got chiefed up. You got chiefed up. Oh, sorry.
You can't bring that speaker on.
Turn it down.
Turn it down.
Oh, but you're saying, yeah, I know what you mean. It's a better brand altogether.
Yeah. I mean, they're both.
100%.
It's both budget in it, but easy over Ryanair still.
Oh yeah, that's where we're at.